Prince Louis is clearly a delightful character. He's full of energy, he's full of beams. He clearly finds these photo opportunities very exciting.
Royal watchers and fans around the world were left stunned when images from Easter celebrations showed Prince Louis with a surprising new look that no one expected. What seemed like a normal royal outing quickly turned into a viral moment online. Many even said they could barely recognize him at first glance, as his Easter transformation sparked shock and excitement across social media. Has Prince Louis really changed that much in his Easter appearance, or is the reaction being blown out of proportion? What royal title will he receive in the future? Let us know what you think in the comments. And to help us keep bringing you more royal updates like this, make sure you subscribe. Prince Louis's incredible transformation. The story of Prince Louis growing into an important member of the royal family begins right from his earliest days. On April 23, 2018, the world joyfully welcomed Prince Louis Arthur Charles. He was born a royal prince and became third in line to the throne. But from the very beginning, people saw more than just his title. In his first official photo, held gently in the arms of his mother Catherine, Princess of Wales, his tiny fingers wrapped around hers, showing a softer, more personal side. He wasn't just a future royal figure. He was a deeply loved son and a precious little brother. His christening took place at the Chapel Royal, in a quiet and private ceremony filled with long-standing traditions. He wore the famous Honiton lace christening gown, a special outfit passed down through generations. This same gown had been worn by his great-grandfather King George VI, his grandfather King Charles III, and his father, Prince William. It was a powerful reminder of history, legacy, and the royal path ahead of him. For many years, this was the Louis the world knew and adored, the spontaneous, funny, and completely unfiltered young prince. His big public breakthrough came in 2019 at the Trooping the Color. People instantly fell in love with his exaggerated waves, his playful energy, and his sweet interactions with his grandfather. And of course, no one could forget the unforgettable, meme-worthy faces he made from the palace balcony. Then came 2022, during the celebrations of the Platinum Jubilee of Elizabeth II. Once again, Louis stole the spotlight, but this time in an even more relatable way. As loud aircraft roared overhead, he covered his ears in shock, and during quieter moments, he let out big, dramatic yawns. It was a reminder to everyone watching that, royal or not, he was still just a little boy. One of the most touching moments came when his sister, Princess Charlotte, was seen gently telling him to be quiet, just like any older sibling would. It was a simple, real family moment that people around the world instantly connected with. But as the years passed, something began to change. By 2023, at another Trooping the Color event, a new side of Prince Louis started to appear. He was still cheerful, still full of life, and still smiling that bright, infectious smile. But now, there was something more, a sense of calm, a touch of confidence, a hint of royal composure. He sat properly in the carriage beside his mother and sister, paying close attention to everything around him. His waves were more controlled and graceful, and his eyes carefully followed the precise movements of the soldiers. The playful energy was still there, but now it was being guided and shaped. This transformation didn't happen by chance. Prince Louis is growing up surrounded by strong role models. He watches and learns from his sister, Princess Charlotte, who already shows remarkable confidence and natural leadership. Many even affectionately call her the boss because of how she gently guides him during public moments, almost like a tiny mentor teaching him how things work. At the same time, he looks up to his older brother, Prince George, who carries the quiet weight of being a future king. Through George, Louis is beginning to understand responsibility, patience, and the importance of duty. Their father, Prince William, has often spoken about raising his children in as normal a way as possible, but at the same time, he is carefully preparing them for the roles they were born into. And it is becoming clear that Louis is starting to understand this balance. He is learning that a simple wave can bring joy to people who have waited for hours just to see him. He is realizing that a kind smile can brighten someone's entire day. Step by step, he is beginning to understand that his presence truly matters. What makes his journey so fascinating to watch is this perfect balance. At home, he is still the playful, lively little boy, full of personality and mischief. But in public, he is slowly growing into a confident, graceful young prince. Instead of losing his charm, He is learning how to use it in the right way. How was his upbringing? Was he given the royal treatment he desired? Let's find out. Prince Louis' upbringing. A prince does not grow up alone. He is shaped by long traditions, guided by a strong sense of duty, and most importantly, raised by the people around him. For Prince Louis, everything he needs to learn about royal life is being taught to him every single day by his family. His story clearly reflects the well-known African saying, "It takes a village to raise a child." And in his case, that village is one of the most famous families in the world. At the center of this close and powerful family is his mother, Catherine, Princess of Wales. More than anyone else, she has been the steady and caring force behind his calm and grounded upbringing. From the very beginning, she chose to be deeply involved in his life. She didn't rely only on staff. She was there for every small moment and every big milestone. She could often be seen pushing his pram herself on the way to school, sometimes even without heavy security around her. Catherine has often spoken about how important the early years of a child's life are. Because of this, she has created a strong emotional foundation for Louis, helping him feel safe, loved, and confident. She is also his very first teacher when it comes to understanding royal life. At public events, people have often noticed her bending down to his level, gently explaining what is happening, who people are, and what he should do. She reassures him in those moments, making sure he never feels overwhelmed. Even more importantly, she leads by example. Through her warm interactions with the public, her careful listening, and her genuine kindness, she teaches Louis that being strong does not mean being cold. Instead, she shows him that strength and kindness can go hand in hand, and that both are important qualities for a modern royal. For Louis, royal duty is not just an idea. It is something he watches his mother live out every day with grace and purpose. Then there is his father, Prince William, who plays a different but equally important role in shaping his son. As the future king, William represents responsibility and leadership, but at home, he is also a loving and active father. Louis sees both sides of him, the formal royal figure and the relaxed dad. William is the one who takes his children camping, cheers loudly at their sports days, and makes time for fun family moments. At the same time, he is known to be the stricter parent, teaching discipline and responsibility. He helps Louis understand the seriousness of royal duty, while also showing him that it is important to enjoy life and take breaks away from the public eye. Because William himself grew up under intense media attention, he is very protective of his children. He is careful to make sure Louis is introduced to public life slowly and gently, allowing him to grow into it at his own pace. The parenting style used by William and Catherine is also thoughtful and calm. Instead of harsh punishments, they use a method sometimes called the chat sofa. When one of their children misbehaves, they are taken aside and spoken to quietly. The parents explain what went wrong and what the consequences are, while also listening to the child's side of the story. They do not shout. This approach helps Louis and his siblings understand their actions while feeling heard and respected. Another important part of Louis's life is his relationship with his siblings. His older brother, Prince George, is the future king. Through George, Louis gets a close look at the pressure and responsibility that come with being first in line to the throne. Like any brothers, they may argue over toys or games, but George also represents a path that Louis will not have to follow. As the younger son, Louis has more freedom. Watching George helps him understand the weight of destiny, while also giving him the chance to shape a more flexible and modern role for himself in the future. His sister, Princess Charlotte, plays a special role too. She is often seen as his partner in mischief, but also his quiet guide. At public events, she gently helps him, showing him where to stand or reminding him when to wave. She is confident, caring, and protective of her younger brother. Their bond beautifully connects the fun world of childhood with the serious world of royal duties. The support around Louis goes far beyond just his parents and siblings. The wisdom of Queen Elizabeth II still echoes through the family. She once said that family is not only about blood, but also about community. For Louis, this includes the royal staff, advisors, and long-serving members of the palace who have seen generations grow up. They provide stability, history, and guidance. On the other side of his life, his Aunt Pippa Middleton and his grandparents from the Middleton family give him something just as valuable: a taste of normal life. Time spent with them is said to be more relaxed and simple, filled with ordinary family joys away from royal duties. These moments help keep Louis grounded and remind him that there is a world beyond royal attention, where people live quietly without being watched. All of this guidance is already beginning to show in his early public appearances. Events like Trooping the Color, which once felt like a big and exciting show to a young child, are now becoming learning experiences for him. He listens more carefully, observes the soldiers, and begins to understand their service. He still shows his playful side, but there is now a growing sense of awareness and appreciation. The strong bond within the Wales family, their laughter, their support for one another, and their visible love, is perhaps the most important lesson of all. It teaches Louis that while duty to the crown is important, loyalty and care for family are what truly make everything possible. As Prince Louis grows older, his role will naturally become bigger. The cheerful little boy seen in shorts and knee-high socks today will one day step into a world of titles, responsibilities, and expectations shaped by hundreds of years of tradition. And when that time comes, he will not be stepping into it alone. He will carry with him the lessons, love, and guidance of the family that raised him. So, what lies ahead for Prince Louis? What official title and royal status will he hold? Let's find out. Prince Louis's future. From the moment he was born, he has officially been called His Royal Highness, Prince Louis of Cambridge. This title comes naturally from being the son of the Prince of Wales. It is his birthright. After the death of Queen Elizabeth II, Prince William was made Prince of Wales by King Charles III. During this moment, William made a promise of loyalty and service. Because of this change, the family's titles were updated. Prince Louis then became His Royal Highness, Prince Louis of Wales. In the future, when his father, William, becomes king, things will change again automatically. The title Prince of Wales will pass to his older brother George, who will become the new heir to the throne. At that point, Louis will simply be known as His Royal Highness, Prince Louis. Now, here is where things become even more interesting. In royal tradition, one of the most important moments in a young prince's life is his wedding day. History gives us many clear examples. Prince Andrew, the second son of Queen Elizabeth II, became the Duke of York when he married Sarah Ferguson in 1986. Prince Edward, the youngest son, was made Earl of Wessex when he married Sophie Rhys-Jones in 1999 and later became Duke of Edinburgh in 2023. Prince Harry was also given the title Duke of Sussex when he married Meghan Markle in 2018. So, the pattern is very clear. Marriage is usually the moment when a royal prince is given a noble title, most often a dukedom. Because of this, the most likely situation is that when Prince Louis gets married, if he chooses to marry, he will be given a dukedom by the monarch at that time. That monarch will almost certainly be his father, King William V. One famous option is the title Duke of York, which is traditionally given to the monarch's second son. King Charles once held this title before becoming Prince of Wales, and Prince Andrew currently holds it. However, the title can only return to the crown after Andrew's death, so it would not be available before then. Even so, the title carries controversy because of Andrew's past scandals, so the royal family might decide not to use it again for some time. There are other possibilities, but many are unlikely. Titles like Duke of Gloucester and Duke of Kent are already held by older members of the royal family and will pass to their own children, not back to the main royal line. Instead, King William could choose to bring back an old title that is no longer in use, such as Duke of Clarence or Duke of Albemarle. Another option is to create a completely new dukedom, possibly one that has a special meaning to Louis or the family. There is also a different path he could follow. Like his uncle Edward, he might first receive a lower title, such as an earldom, instead of a dukedom. This would reflect a more modern and simpler monarchy, something William is believed to support. It is important to understand one key fact. Louis will never be the Prince of Wales. That title is only for the heir to the throne, which will always be his brother George. He also will not inherit the Duchy of Cornwall, which provides a large income to the heir. This means that, although Louis will still be wealthy, he will not have the same level of personal wealth as the Prince of Wales. Because of this, younger royal sons have often chosen careers, especially in the military, and Louis may follow a similar path. If he never marries, things would be different. Since marriage is usually the reason for receiving a new title, he might simply remain His Royal Highness, Prince Louis, for the rest of his life. Of course, the monarch could still choose to give him a title at any time, but it would not happen automatically. What plans could Louis possibly have? Could he be thinking of a new direction? Let's take a closer look. Prince Louis's exciting new path. Perhaps the most exciting part of Prince Louis's place in the royal family is the unusual freedom it gives him, a kind of freedom that earlier generations of spares could hardly imagine. As the third in line to the throne, he is often described by the old royal term, the spare, meaning he is not expected to become king. In the past, this role could feel limiting, almost like living in the shadow of the heir. Life was often shaped by strict rules, formal duties, and a quiet presence behind the scenes. But in the modern 21st century monarchy, that idea is changing in a big and meaningful way. Today, being the spare no longer means living a life hidden from the spotlight or being restricted to only ceremonial roles. Instead, it opens up a world full of possibilities. For Prince Louis, this position offers something special, the chance to grow into his own person while still being part of a historic royal family. He is free to explore his interests, follow his passions, and even imagine a future career that goes beyond traditional royal duties. It is a balance between royal responsibility and personal choice, something that makes his journey especially interesting to watch. Even at just 7 years old, Prince Louis has already given the world a glimpse of the kind of future he might dream about. One of the most talked about moments came when his mother, Catherine, Princess of Wales, shared that he wants to become a fighter pilot. She revealed this during a visit to an airbase, and the comment quickly captured attention around the world. For many young children, dreaming of flying fast jets through the sky is quite common. It is a dream filled with excitement, adventure, and courage. But for a young prince, this dream carries a deeper meaning. The idea of becoming a pilot is not just a random childhood wish for Prince Louis. It is strongly connected to his family's history. The British royal family has long-standing ties to the armed forces, especially the Air Force. His great-grandfather, Prince Philip, served as a naval pilot, showing bravery and dedication during his time in service. His grandfather, King Charles III, also trained as a jet pilot when he was younger, gaining valuable experience in the skies. Perhaps most inspiring of all is his father, Prince William, who worked as a search and rescue pilot with the Royal Air Force, helping save lives and assist people in danger. With such a strong family background, Prince Louis's dream feels like a natural continuation of a proud tradition. It connects him to the generations before him, while also pointing toward his own future. It is not difficult to imagine a time when he could carry both a royal title and a military rank, perhaps one day being known as a duke, who also serves as a flight lieutenant. The thought is both exciting and meaningful, blending royal heritage with personal ambition in a way that feels perfectly suited to the modern age. But flying is not the only interest that is beginning to shape Prince Louis's personality. He is already showing signs of being energetic, creative, and full of life. One of his more recent hobbies is learning to play the drums. This musical interest suggests a lively and expressive side to his character. Drumming requires rhythm, focus, and a sense of timing, and it often reflects a bold and confident personality. It also gives him a fun and creative way to express himself, something that is important for any growing child, especially one living in the public eye. In addition to music, Prince Louis also enjoys playing rugby, a sport known for its physical challenge and strong team spirit. Rugby is not just about strength. It teaches important values such as teamwork, discipline, respect, and determination. These are qualities that will serve him well in any path he chooses, whether within royal duties or beyond them. Playing sports also allows him to build friendships, stay active, and develop a sense of resilience, learning how to win with humility and lose with grace. These activities, his dream of flying, his love of music, and his passion for sports, are more than just hobbies. They are shaping who he is becoming as a person. They help him grow, learn, and understand the world around him in ways that no formal royal training alone could provide. While palace lessons may teach him about duty and tradition, these real-life experiences teach him confidence, independence, and character. In many ways, Prince Louis represents a new kind of royal, one who is not defined only by titles and expectations, but also by individuality and personal growth. However, his future is still unwritten, but it is already clear that it will be guided not just by tradition, but by his own interests, dreams, and choices. Is he the only one who wants a normal career like this? Who else is with him on this path? Let's find out. Dreams beyond the royal palace. Princess Charlotte, the elder sister of Prince Louis, has reportedly shared a dream that feels both simple and deeply caring. She is said to want to become a nurse one day. This idea did not come from nowhere. It was inspired by conversations with her father about the National Health Service and the important work it does every day. Her wish shows a strong sense of kindness, empathy, and a real desire to help people in a direct and practical way. It also fits naturally with the royal family's long history of supporting healthcare charities, but Charlotte's dream goes even further. Instead of only supporting causes from a distance, she seems interested in doing hands-on work, where she can directly care for people and make a real difference in their lives. Prince George, who is older and expected to one day become king, is also showing that he is not only focused on his future royal role. Alongside his royal training, he is developing his own personal interests and hobbies. One of his long-standing passions is aviation, a fascination that seems to run in the family. More recently, there have been reports that he has also shown interest in becoming a chef. He enjoys cooking and baking, which is a creative and very ordinary activity compared to royal life. This makes him feel more relatable, as it connects him to everyday family life and simple joys that many people understand. These interests from both Princess Charlotte and Prince George reflect something bigger happening within the royal family. A new idea is taking shape for the younger generation of royals. In the past, princes and princesses were mainly expected to carry out formal duties, attend ceremonies, cut ribbons, and give speeches, without having personal careers outside their royal roles. Today, however, public expectations are changing. People now prefer royals who have real skills, personal passions, and even professional experience outside of their inherited titles. They want royals who feel human, relatable, and grounded in real life. Prince William is often seen as a strong example of this modern approach. His time working as an air ambulance pilot showed the public that he was not only a royal figure, but also a trained professional doing a demanding and serious job. There were moments when he was seen around helicopter bases, where he worked as part of the team, not just as a visitor. He was a pilot with real experience, real responsibility, and real stories from the job. For Prince Louis, this changing royal world opens many different possibilities for the future. He could choose a full-time military career, following a path similar to his great-uncle, Prince Andrew, who served in the Navy. Hopefully, any future path would be free from controversy and focused on honorable service. He could also become a strong voice for a cause he cares about, in a similar way to how Prince Harry supported the Invictus Games before stepping away from senior royal duties. Another option could be university study in a subject he is passionate about, such as environmental science, economics, or music, and then using that knowledge to support his royal responsibilities in a more informed way. At the same time, the royal family itself is changing structure. With King Charles III's vision of a slimmed-down monarchy, only the closest members of the royal family are expected to remain full-time working royals. This means that by the time Prince Louis becomes an adult, there may be no strong expectation, and possibly even no financial need, for him to serve as a full-time royal. But rather than being a limitation, this could actually be a kind of freedom. It would allow him to build a life that combines public duty with personal happiness. He could become one of the first senior royals in modern history to live a dual life. On one side, he would carry his royal title and carry out official duties. On the other side, he could have a real profession and career in a chosen field. He might spend part of the year on royal tours, charity work, and official events, and the rest of the time working in a completely different job. What do you think about Prince Louis' stunning transformation? Share your thought with us in the comments section. Don't forget to like and subscribe.